Hi guys. So today we're going to be talking about Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. I told you this was a long time coming. Also, ignore my voice. It was a lot worse yesterday. Sometimes when the temperature changes so drastically, my allergies make me have a raspy voice. So please be patient with that. I can't do anything about it. But yeah, so here's the box. This was also on this game. Her Interactive worked with Me Pumi Games. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with that company. But yeah, this game is not awful. I love the storyline, but you have to play it on 800 to 600 resolution. You need to change the resolution to that, or the dialogue is not synced up, the cutscenes aren't synced up. It's just not a good time unless you play it on 800, 600 resolution. So I wanted to help you guys with that. But other than that, let me read to you about the characters and then show you the characters and then get into my likes and dislikes. So let's go. Excuse me. Frank and Joe Hardy. Returning to help Nancy on another case, the Hardy boys hone in on unexplained occurrences and aid in the hunt for the arsonist of the Hathorn house. With Frank's practical sensibilities and Joe's unbridled enthusiasm, they make an excellent team in search of the truth. The Hardy boys will provide great insights and vital information regarding the investigation. You, as Nancy Drew, can depend on Frank and Joe's assistance to shed light on the motivations of suspects and those that might be influenced by Salem's dark past. Sorry guys, something popped up on my computer. I wanted to get rid of it. Deirdre Shannon. High maintenance Deirdre Shannon has spent her life hovering in Nancy's shadow and lives with the knowledge that she is the girl who could have become Nancy Drew, or would have become Nancy Drew, had circumstances turned out better for her. Deirdre has concern for her cousins May and Tegan and begins her own investigation to clear May's name. When Deirdre discovers that there's more to the Hathorn estate case than an arson, she reluctantly calls Nancy to come and help solve the mystery. Will Deirdre's tense relationship with the famous teen sleuth hinder the case, or is she hiding something about her cousin's true motivations? May Perry. May Perry has spent her young life pulled between two extremes, the near-crushing protective attention by her parents and sister Tegan, and the cruel gazes and whispers by the local townsfolk. May's mysterious past haunts her when she's accused and placed under questioning by the Salem police for the recent fire at the Hathorn estate. Few of the townspeople are surprised and offer little support. Unfortunately for May, multiple scars publicly mark her mistakes of the past and result in a constant reminder that she often seeks to hide. Only those closest to May understand that her deepest pain can also be her greatest strength. Can Nancy Drew help May, or has she gone too far this time? Tegan Perry. Tegan Perry is May's older sister and cares for her and the house while their parents are away. A warm, hospitable person, she runs the local museum and is passionate about Salem's history. As an advocate for past accused witches, will Tegan take drastic measures to right the wrongs of history and protect her sister? Olivia Ravencroft. Constantly commanding the spotlight, Olivia Ravencroft runs a witch tour and novelty magic shop. It's well known locally that her smoke and mirrors entertainment is not always accurate, but it's always very theatrical. Her self-guided tours depict Salem's haunted past while ensuring to capitalize on the tourist trade. While Olivia uses her elaborate performances to enhance the tourism experience, would she set fire to the Hathorn house to profit from the additional attention to her business? Lauren Holt. As the last living person residing on the Hathorn property, Lauren claims to be the heir of the historic Hathorn house. Lauren owns an apothecary and tea shop in Salem and mixes natural remedies and the traditional methods. She has great respect for the town's history, but would she use her expertise to unethically get what she wants? Jason Danforth. Jason Danforth is the son of Judge Danforth. As a child, Jason loved to play in and around the infamous Hathorn house. Even though the people of Salem speculated the estate was haunted, Jason continued to visit until one day when he was 10, he witnessed an unexplained sighting, one that haunts him to this day. As years passed, Jason enjoyed being the it guy in town and being both wealthy and handsome. Some say that Jason is his own biggest fan. For Jason, position has its privileges. Does his status mark the curse of his past? Mask the curse of his past. Alicia Cole. Alicia Cole is a highly qualified attorney who left the big city to work with the soon-to-be retired Judge Danforth. She loves the area and finds a smaller town environment more to her liking. However, in Salem, she must learn to deal with the occasional "she put a spell on me" case, especially behind the backdrop of a community that hasn't come to terms with its dark and haunting past. Have the residents' superstitions influenced Alicia's judgment, or do her ambitions run deeper than she lets on? Judge Danforth. The well-established yet somewhat scatterbrained Judge Danforth is at the center of pressing legal battles in the town of Salem. The arson of the famed historic Hathorne estate is under investigation and citizens want justice. But could Judge Danforth be harboring a hidden agenda to disrupt the investigation? So those are all the characters, and you know I use Her Interactive's website for the descriptions. They had long paragraphs today. So yeah, but I'll show you the characters as they were mentioned. Frank and Joe, Deirdre Shannon, sorry, May, Tegan, Olivia, Lauren, Jason, Alicia, the judge. So we have some drawings. My sister drew a clock at midnight. God. And a witch hat. I called the witch hat Matilda. Tilde for short. So let's get into it. Loading scene takes forever. It has an face because literally the loading scene takes so long. The letter is a smiley face. Controls is a big annoyed face because it's not like traditional point and click. It's like when you move to the side, you're moving. So it's like it's kind of like VR. It kind of like looks like VR, but on a computer screen. You're kind of like moving with it. And some people get motion sickness while playing. I hope I explained that well. The maze in the desk has a smiley face. I like it because I like mazes. Like mazes are just like one of my favorite things to do in games. Hotchkiss book has a big smiley face when you're looking in one of the books in the museum, I think it is. You see that Hotchkiss wrote it, Professor Hotchkiss, so that's funny. Witch's Tour has a big smiley face because you're learning more about the history and like different parts of Salem, and it's just really interesting to me. If you like challenging puzzles, has a smiley face. If you like challenging puzzles, this is the game for you. These are very thinky puzzles. So if you're a logical person, you'll like a lot of these puzzles. I'm not a very logical person. I'm more an abstract person, so. Tegan has an annoyed face. Tegan really annoys me because she's very pushy and like I understand the being protective of her sister. That's not the part that annoys me. She's just so pushy and she's like, have you figured out how to clear May's name yet? And I'm like, we just got here. May has a sad face because I feel for her. Like, she's kind of a loner and outcast. And everybody, like, really is mean to her for, like, absolutely no reason. Like, she didn't do anything to these people. It's just because she's different. Judge Danforth has a laughing face because I find him really funny. Because, like, he's just, like, he'll say things that are just so out of pocket. Olivia has a big smiley face. I love Olivia because she's just so theatrical and she's so out there and she's so like interesting. And it's just like, I feel like her and I would get along. Alicia has a face because she's sus. Like, she's really suspicious. Like, there's something off about her because it feels like she's being overly friendly at times and then she's being overly critical at other times. And she like dodges questions and stuff. So the band combo with May, the music's too loud. It has an face because when we're talking to May about the band, the music is too loud. You'll see in some of these cutscenes that the music is kind of drowning out the conversation, so you have to read the subtitles. So if they're behind, that's why it doesn't make sense. So it's like 80, I cannot say enough 800 to 600 resolution because then it will make your life easier. But yeah, the music is still too loud. There's nothing to fix that. Deirdre has an annoyed face because Deirdre literally annoys the shit out of me. She's like so pushy. She's trying to take the lead. It's like we need to work together. Changing locations takes forever. That's another annoyed face, like the loading screen. Changing locations, you're waiting for like 10 minutes tops to get to the next location. Pop-up ghost has a smiley face because it's like just a ghost on a stick, so it's kind of like a scarecrow, but it's a ghost. It's so cute. I love it. It has a like big smiley face. Ghost hunting is a like swirly eyes. It's a lot. I don't know what too hard here is, but it's a lot. It's a lot. The ghost hunting, it's really good, actually. Hardy Boys and Olivia haunting has a smiley face because it's kind of like the same thing. And we're from the ghost point of view at some point when they're talking, like we're going behind the gravestones. Security footage has a smiley face. I like going through the security footage, finding out who stole the evidence. Puzzle to save Deirdre is a big annoyed face because you have to put the pieces of this key together, and it's just like, it's very hard. And she's screaming at you the whole time. Like she's going, what's taking so long? I'm being crushed here. What's taking so long? And literally just her leg is trapped. Nothing else. The tunnels. The tunnels annoy me because, you know, you gotta find the way to go. But then they'll say certain things like, oh, this isn't the... If you saw a cut, it's because something was in my mouth and I didn't want you guys to, you know, that's disgusting. The tunnels, like I was saying, has a big annoyed face because it's like, you have to find your way through the tunnels, but like you don't really know which way you're going, and if you're going the wrong way, the Hardy Boys and Nancy will tell you, but then you have to find out how to retrace your steps, but then the moving of the game is so erratic. It's bad. It's bad. Floor, and you have to click in a certain way. Like to go back, you can click the back arrow, but then you have to click like near the ceiling to go past the... It's just annoying. Floor puzzle has a mad face because literally it has the zodiac signs, but it doesn't match up with the dates of the zodiac signs. So you're like, what? Can't hear Ned in last phone call. That's an annoyed face because she calls Ned and is having a conversation with him, but you can only hear her part. And I'm like, I want to hear what Ned is saying about their upcoming vacation. Also, something we never find out about Ned is this girl in the background of the first phone call we have with him. Oh, also an Easter egg. If you like the Frank and Nancy, Ned and Nancy thing, when Ned calls you and Frank says, Nancy, come here, as they're having a conversation, Ned's like, I guess you're busy. And Nancy's like, yeah, the Hardy Boys are here. And he's like, oh, both of them? And she's like, yeah, they're both here. And he's like, Frank? And she's like, yes. Because Ned knows Frank likes Nancy. Excuse me. Fred knows Frank likes Nancy. I mean, no, who's Fred? Ned knows Frank likes Nancy. I really can't speak today. Last Jason conversation with May. I was almost crying because, I mean, maybe I was just overly emotional, but also it's like she says something like, he's like, I'm going to go away for a long time because like he's going to jail for like the things that he did. And she's like, I know you're a good person, and no matter how many things change, I know that good person won't go away. And that makes me emotional. So if you're a Nancy fan, my sister and I didn't do this the first time she played. If you wait until after the credits are done, the old Her Interactive promo plays. As in the old music from the older games. And it has the Dare to Play whisper in old Nancy's voice. And I almost started crying. Because these games, what a lot of people don't understand is the older games are my childhood. Like, I grew up playing these games with my sister, so like it's very emotional for me to hear that. And so it has a smiley face with a teardrop. And the trivia question has a smiley face at the end. The first time we played, again, we didn't wait, so we didn't know there was a trivia question. But I will look. Yep. So there's the clock, and there's the witch hat, and here are the smiley faces. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Before I end this video, I'm gonna give a kind of like housekeeping. So you guys know that Midnight in Salem was originally going to be the last game before we rated the characters. Unknown to me, the new game, which we do have a physical copy of the new game over there, Mystery of the Seven Keys. We have the download and we have the physical version. I just want to say that Mystery of the Seven Keys is here, and I'm going to be playing it. Now, I want to say, the way it goes in my household is very different. My sister plays the game first. So my sister is going to play Mystery of the Seven Keys, and I'm going to watch her play it. Then I play Mystery of the Seven Keys. When I play Mystery of the Seven Keys is when my list will be made. After I play the game for myself, then I will make the video for you. So it's going to be a while, depending on how long it takes us to finish the game, is depending on how long the video will have. But do not despair, because for the month of October, which literally almost basically in a week, in the month of October, we will be having videos on Wednesday and Saturday. So you will be getting videos in the month of October. You'll be getting creepypasta stories on Wednesday, and you'll be getting 3 a.m. challenges on Saturday. So even if the Nancy Drew videos stop for a little bit, you will still be getting content come spooky season. And that comes with a question. Ooh, a question for all of you. Number one, would you want to see me do more paranormal content? Now, you can wait to answer that until I actually do the 3 a.m. challenges content. That might be better to like wait to answer that question until you see me do it. But I also have ideas for haunted locations around where I live to go to and do investigations there. So, you know, if you're interested in that, let me know. And also, would you want to see me dip into true crime? That's something that I've always been interested in, but I didn't really know if I should do it. So let me know if you guys would like me to dip my toe into true crime. There are a couple cases that I'm really fascinated with and would like to talk about. So if you guys want me to talk about true crime, let me know. That would probably add in more videos coming out more frequently. Yeah, but that's it. So you guys are probably gonna have to wait for Mystery of the Seven Keys. But the way the Nancy Drew videos are gonna go is Mystery of the Seven Keys to end my opinion on them. Rating all Nancy Drew characters from all 34 games, rate the characters. Then the Nancy Drew shipping videos, which I told you is just shipping characters, but they have to be from the same game. Again, you'll see kind of like how exactly I mean that. So let me know what you guys think of this game. And yeah, if you saw a cut, sorry guys, my brain is not working. It is early in the morning, but let me know what you guys think about these Nancy Drew videos, and I will see you again probably in spooky season. Bye.